Great. Well, thank you everyone for attending the UC faculty summer pay process for 2023. The process owners for today is Jenny Kwan and myself, so welcome. Next slide. The agenda for today, we'll take a look at the 2023 summer salary dates, and I'll just pause for a second and let everyone know that we do not yet have the dates for the quarter, but we do have it for the semester. So that's our focus for today. As soon as the semester dates become available for those faculty that fall under the semester UCs, we will share that with everyone. We'll also take a look at the roles and responsibilities for all of our stakeholders involved in the process. We'll look at the process timeline and also share all of the resources that you'll need for this process. Next slide. So as you may know, UC faculty summer salary is who's eligible are UC faculty with available funding that can be used for summer months. So an example of funding would be through sponsored awards, grants, or startups as an example. And what they will do is submit all of this information of the dates that they want to take for the summer months, which is May 15th through August 15th. And they'll submit those dates on a Smartsheet form, which Jenny will show you later in the presentation. So for the summer months, there are 57 days that the faculty member can claim. Unfortunately, that's their max dates, even though there's 67 dates available. And this is combined between campus and LB&L. So this is per UC policy. And if you want to take a look at that, we have the link there for you. Next slide.
Sorry, let me see. For some reason, I can't advance.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to pass it over to Jenny.
Yep, there it goes.
All right.
Thanks, Tia. Okay, so roles and responsibilities. So with the summer faculty process, there are quite a few stakeholders involved in the process. So I will provide a brief overview of each of their roles and responsibilities. Starting with the division HR partner. So the responsibilities for the division partners is to coordinate with the RAs and the timekeepers to ensure that there is clarity on roles and responsibilities, deadlines, and any specific division internal processes, if there are any. And also to review the faculty roster, which is linked in the resources slide later in this presentation, to ensure that the data is correct. And optional, if you are not sure who is eligible, which faculty members in your division are eligible for summer faculty, then I would suggest to send the roster to RAs to verify who in your division has LB&L funding for summer salary. And then on April 3rd, that's when you will send an email to your division faculty, and you will CC the RAs, timekeeper, business manager, and field finance manager as well. And April 14th is the deadline. So if needed, please send reminders to those faculty members if they're, if the deadline is coming up and they haven't submitted the form yet. And you want to confirm with division RAs when all faculty have responded. And for revised summer pay requests, you can direct your faculty to send revisions directly to the RA via email. And you also want to coordinate with RA on submitting summer salary requests for new faculty hires. And for the roles and responsibilities for the resource analyst, so once the faculty, enters or completes the form, it will appear on the Smartsheet. So the resource analyst will confirm with faculty on any missing or incomplete information on the Smartsheet. They will also confirm, if the PIDs are correct and validate funding, and make sure that, the number of work days do not exceed the monthly max, as well as the overall max between UC and LBNL, which is 57. And if a faculty submits PIDs from another division, host division RA must obtain the budget approval from other divisions RA. So once the Smart Sheet information has been validated and confirmed, then the RAs will send an Excel spreadsheet by the timeline for each month. I believe the payroll cutoff is around the 14th. To your division timekeeper and payroll at labpayroll@lbl.gov with the subject line 2023 summer faculty spreadsheet. And for revised requests, you want to RAs can update the Smart Sheet with new and revised information, and also email the revised Excel spreadsheets to the timekeeper and payroll. And also for the resource analysts, so when they submit the Excel spreadsheets, they have to include the following information in this specific format that was requested by payroll. So there's the subject line, as I've mentioned, of the email 2023 summer faculty spreadsheet, including your division name. And then also the top left corner of Excel spreadsheet, you want to enter your name, the division, and the date. And then columns should include the following in the order that's listed. So faculty name, ID, total number of days claimed for each month, and also a breakdown of day per month with the PIDs to be charged, and any comments that RAs want to inform the timekeeper as well as payroll. And for payroll and LETS team, so payroll will receive the monthly Excel spreadsheets from RAs, and then they will also create the monthly LETS time card for faculty and process monthly paychecks and retro payments if needed. And they also monitor inquiries that's sent to labpayroll@lbl.gov. And the leads are Kathy Tang and Rosario Zason Barodin. For the LETS timekeeper on a monthly basis, they will enter faculty time in LETS by the 14th of each month and generate a signature for report. And they will also remind faculty and their supervisors to approve the signature report, assist faculty with their supervisors in completing revised time cards if needed, and work with RAs to ensure updated request information is communicated to payroll, and archive signature reports per lab guidelines. And then for the responsibilities of the faculty and the supervisor, for the faculty, they have to submit the request using the faculty summer salary request form by the 14th of April, which is the deadline. And they should provide accurate and complete and timely summer pay data information so that we can alleviate any retro pays if we possibly can, and send request revisions to their division RA via email, and on the monthly basis approval of monthly manual time cards, which is the DOE requirement. And for supervisors of faculty members on a monthly basis, they have to approve faculty time card in a timely manner. Okay, and I will now kick it over to Tina to go over the process timeline.
Great, thanks, Jenny. So here are the actions needed that we need your help with for each month. And the information I'm going to share on this first screen is from the month of May. And then the subsequent slides will be for June, July, and August. And so it essentially repeats itself. So for first thing we need to do is by April 3rd is send out a call out to your faculty, and depending on who does that in your division. So it may be in some cases the HR division partner. So if you can send that information out by May 3rd, requesting for anyone who's eligible for summer salary. By April 14th is the deadline for the faculty summer salary request. And so again, they're going to fill out that smart sheet. And then by April 28th, the RA will go into the smart sheet and complete and review and validate the information. And again, for the summer pay requests, May 3rd, the RA will send the Excel spreadsheet to payroll and the timekeeper. By May 10th, payroll and Let's team will enable the time cards for the faculty who have requested salary. So that is the payrolls and the timekeeper's role. So that will be done during that time. And then by May 12th, the time is entered by the timekeeper. And then the faculty will complete signature reports after the time is swept. And then the supervisor will approve in Let's or via signature report if after the sweep. And so as I had said, next slide is for the June months, and then July, again, the process will repeat itself. And then lastly for August. Great, thank you. I'm now going to pass it over to Jenny, who's going to go over all of the resources. And I see there's a lot of questions, so hopefully we'll be able to answer your questions as we go through this information.
Okay, so for the resources, there's a lot of links that you can take a look at. So the first one is the faculty roster. So this is the first step of the process for the HR partners is to, click on the faculty roster and to just ensure that the information for your division is correct. So if it's helpful, you can download it and just, save your division so that you have, your own copy of this faculty roster. And then just review and make sure that the information is accurate. And then there's an FAQ for the faculty summer pays salary. So these are just frequently asked questions and answers throughout the years. And the faculty summer salary contact list that we asked all of our HR partners to update maybe a few months ago or a few weeks ago. So this information for your division should be correct. And here is a sample email of the call out that the HR partners will be sending to the faculty members. And then in that sample email, we'll have a link to the actual form that the faculty member will complete. So here they will list their name, their ID, their email address, what location or what UC campus location they are located at, which is a drop down, I think, for quarterlies, UC Berkeley or UC Merced, the division that they're in at the lab, as well as how many days claimed for UC and how many days claimed for LBNL for May to August. So once all that information is filled out, they are also required to attest, that the information doesn't exceed 57 days combined. So they have to mark that before they can submit the form. And then once they submit the form, it will go on the faculty smart sheet. And here I've listed 2 examples. So once the faculty member completes the form and hits submit, then it will end up on this smart sheet. And as you can see, Minnie Mouse completed it correctly. And they entered their PIDs, the number of days. It didn't exceed the monthly max, as well as the total max, which is 57. So you see that they have 36. So for RAs, if you're looking at the spreadsheet and if there's a line item with your faculty member that's in red, that means they've exceeded that 57 max. As you can see, for Mickey Mouse, had a total of 80 days and 57 is the max. So this is when the RAs will need to reach out to the faculty just to confirm, what are the actual days that will be claimed for the summer months. And as Tina mentioned, we don't have the resources updated just yet for the quarterly campuses, but we will work on that starting next month to provide that information. Okay, now we're ready for questions.
Thank you, Jenny. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.